Good morning. I am Michelle Moore, and welcome to my vlog for September 25th, 2009. I'm going to talk about a couple of housekeeping issues today, and then I am going to do a quick compare and contrast of G20 protesters versus healthcare town hall protesters. So thanks for joining me. The first thing I wanted to talk about was my wonderful opportunity that I have been given. If you check it out, probably right down there somewhere, there is a post where I announced yesterday that the notorious Mohawk-wearing Fingers Malloy of the fantastic Snark Factor on RFC Radio at rfcradio.com has invited me, the illustrious Michelle Moore, soon to be known as Metal Babe, nationwide, live and nationwide, to join him in a, we're going to call it a roundtable discussion, but you know, it probably will just be a lot of fun. Well, we'll discuss current events, probably politics, smart girl politics business, you know, news and views from SGP and what's going on with that, pop culture and any other thing that comes to our crazy little minds. So he has also encouraged me to bring back Face Punch Wednesday, which my fans will absolutely love. And just so you know, it'll probably take place on Fridays from this point forward. I will post the list probably right before the show goes on, and then that way you guys can follow along. So if you're thrilled about Face Punch Wednesday, be sure to let Fingers Malloy know. He will appreciate that because he thought that would make a great addition. So I was, you know me, I love to be snarky, so I was more than happy to accommodate. So there was that, and be sure to check us out. We would, love to have you, love to have your input, and let us know what you think. We're going to be adding some features. Right now, of course, there's a podcast as always, but Fingers and I have gone back and forth a couple of times, and we're trying to think up some new things to add. We want to be current and cool, and now he's got the tech goddess of SGP helping him out, so I think we're going to come up with some pretty neat stuff for you. So be sure to check us out Tuesdays and Fridays, 5 Eastern Time, 4 Central, and it's going to be fantastic. So that's that, and then the other thing was I just wanted to do a quick compare and contrast, and I'm not going to go into any major details, but how really ironic and interesting it is that, G20 protesters who are, in my opinion, being extremely aggressive, or at least much more aggressive than any healthcare protest that I've been to from the rights point of view. I mean, I know we had a little bit of trouble with SEIU right here in my own hometown, but, besides that, the actual people who are going to the town halls and having an opinion about the healthcare bill that disagrees with the president, which, by the way, doesn't make us racist, but, we'll leave that for another day. Anyway, so the scary grandmas and grandpas and the terrifying housewives and, the little children who come and the families who come and the people who have legitimate concerns and who speak sternly and may express themselves in a very passionate and concerned way are Nazis and racist and extremists and domestic terrorists. I mean, I can't even say these things without laughing because it's just so funny. As someone who has been to just about every single town hall in my town since they started, and every Tea Party protest, and has been very actively involved behind the scenes in helping people get what they need and support the effort of the frontline people in our area. It just makes me laugh that we would be described this way. And then, and of course I'm talking about how we're being portrayed in the media. And so then you compare and contrast that with the G20 protesters who are carrying anarchy signs and, chanting that something on the order of democracy and earth are, now radical and, capitalism is in, or some such silly thing like that, which of course, just cracks you up when you think Michael Moore's anti-capitalism movie comes out this week where, he swears capitalism is bad, and we're back to discussing some cap and trade, which is supposedly all about the earth, and, nothing is more accepted and pushed and revered right now than any view from the left or any view of more the community versus the individual and all of that sort of thing. So, you know, and they're rolling barrels down the street and chanting really loud and, you know, having sit-ins in the middle of the street when the police tell them they can't protest without permits, which, let me remind you, nearly every Tea Party across the country has been required to obtain not only a permit, but also costly insurance. So, you know, these guys are all bent out of shape because they got in trouble for having a march that apparently they needed a permit for and they didn't get, you know. But regardless of any of that, so the more aggressive, more, not violent, but really just more aggressive protesting is revered and discussed in the mainstream media, and the poor little old ladies at the healthcare town halls who have questions, valid questions that they want answered, that they clearly don't feel like they aren't getting answered. I mean, say what you want, say it as many times as you want, but if we keep asking, we aren't getting our questions answered. You know, they are racist Nazis. You know, go figure. So, anyway, I just thought that was so funny today when I was reading about it, and I thought I would share that in my exciting news. So, you know, watch for Metal Babe and the Mohawk on rfcradio.com on the Snark Factor, Tuesdays and Fridays. We really want you guys to join us, and we're very excited. So, have an awesome weekend, and I am sure that I will see you guys next week. Thanks!